Okay, guys, so we are back for part 2. If you haven't watched part 1, make sure you go and watch that, where we break down our thoughts, our opinions, and all the things of how to ruin Christmas, the wedding, the series, the brilliant South African series. Now, part 2, we are diving into the characters because, whoa, we need to talk about them. I'm joined by my lovely husband, who I watched the series with. So, lovely husband, tell me, who is your favorite character in the entire thing?
Oh, like, there is the one that makes me smile the most, and there's one that I thought was the most badass.
Okay, both. Let me know both. Who made you smile the most? Who's the most badass?
The uncle on the poor side.
He made you smile the most.
Every scene he's in, you're just happy, man.
Desmond Dube.
He's a great guy. I freaking love him.
Desmond Dube. What am I saying? What is his name? The clientele dude.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm forgetting. It's Desmond something.
He was my favorite one that just made me smile. I really enjoyed his presence in the series. My favorite character, I'd have to say the Gran on the rich side.
Why?
She's just the pillar, man. The calm in the storm. She's just laughing through it all. Yeah.
My favorite character, I would say, is actually the. So I have one favorite character and then 2 special mentions. My favorite character is actually the best friend who should have been the maid of honor.
I was considering her. It was between her and the granny for me.
The best friend held it down. She was hella funny. She was not about the bull. She was maid of honor. Like, sometimes we be making maid of honors trash people, whereas the best friend should be the maid of honors and not your family members. Anyway, I loved her character. I loved how she was not about it. She wanted to make sure that her friend got married. I loved her. Then my special mention is actually 2 special mentions. 2 people I follow on Instagram. The one being Black Wendy. She was the policeman at the airport. Don't you remember when they got to the airport and then the guy fetched the Dumi in the yellow car? And then she comes up and she's like, oh, okay, y'all are dating. Get out, otherwise I'll give you a ticket. And they're like, whatever. And then it was just like a happy moment for me to see someone that I follow.
But how does that really count? It's just like
how is that? It's a character.
For like 10 seconds of
the
entire 3 seasons.
It doesn't matter. That is my favorite character. And I've already told you my favorite character. For me, I said special mention. That's what I said. And then the second special mention is she's actually not in the movie, or the series, but her book is. You know Coconut Kells? The dad is actually reading her book in one of the scenes, and I noticed that, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm really proud of them because I'll be following them and stuff like that. So that is my favorite character. Now, for you, most trash character.
I mean, can you really take away from the main character? Like,
what?
She is absolute trash.
Yes.
There is no contention. It's between her and the one she slept with. They're the 2 trashiest people in the entire series. Everybody else has like redeeming factors. They both don't. So
I think it's the husband that's trash. I think he's more trash than Dumi. We have seen nothing redeemable about the husband. There's nothing he's done up to this point that is the husband being the one who cheated.
You seriously think that he's more trash than the main character?
Absolutely.
Is it because he's a male that's taking advantage of his wife?
No, it's because he's married. He's doing his wife dirty. He broke up with her even though he didn't have to. He slept with another woman while he was married. He made up an excuse. Let me finish. He made up an excuse saying it's a disease, as his reason to cheat. Did he ever apologize? Did he ever apologize? To say, I am sorry. Did Dumi apologize?
When it was convenient, friends. She was the one that was the user and abuser. Every single person just using here. After she slept with the guy, she uses the best friend who she knows likes her because he has the car and he's available to go and do things. No, you cannot tell me the way that she uses people consistently.
Yeah, but at least she paid for she paid for it. She paid for it. You mean to tell me she didn't pay for it? What did the husband get? Nothing. no consequences,
But that-
and he didn't even apologize.
But that goes into the context of the family. The family didn't reprimand him.
yeah, trash.
That has nothing to do with him being trash. They are trash for not reprimanding him.
That's why he continues to be trash, because no one is calling me out on his bull.
And everyone's calling their main character out on her bull. She's still trash.
Yes, they call her out on her bull
And she's
all
still
the
trash.
time.
So the people who are trash, the ones not reprimanding, not him. I feel like, and this is why I'm getting a bit frustrated.
You need to tell me
I'm
that he's not trash. Is
not-
that what you're
no,
saying?
I'm saying he's not more trash than the chick.
Well, that he's trash to me.
No, all I'm
trash.
saying is the sins of the trash that you're heaping onto him are the circumstantial trash around him, additional to his own. So that's what I'm saying. You're adding on trash, such as saying nobody reprimands him. How's that his fault? How is that his fault that nobody's reprimanding him? You're adding trash on him for something like that. Can you please explain how that makes him more trashy? That nobody's, if anything, that makes him less trashy because he doesn't know the error of his ways and therefore he stays in his trash. Where this main chick, she knows she's trash. Everyone tells her she's trash. And she's okay. I'm sorry. This is a lot. I actually can't with you.
My question is he trash or not?
Yes, but not more. You said who's the trashiest?
Yeah, to me he is.
Because of, and I'm
The mere
explaining.
fact that he's married, I think that to me takes it to the next level.
Okay.
That he's married.
You can use that, and I'll let that go. But
Yes.
all I'm saying is, I hope you acknowledge
I
that
do
you're adding on
acknowledge that.
trash for the circumstances. Is cheating in a marriage and cheating outside of marriage, is cheating in a marriage worse
Yes.
because of the consequences?
Because you're married. You committed yourself to another person. If you're an unmarried person, you didn't commit yourself to anyone. And therefore, for her to sleep with that guy, I don't think, like, she doesn't owe the best friend anything. Like, yes, he is obliged to feel mad, but they weren't dating. They were not exclusive. He can be mad all he wants, but he's not entitled to her.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Whereas husband and wife, you take vows. That's why he's more trash. And he doesn't take accountability or responsibility for his actions, except for the end where he then decides that this is the best way forward without even consulting his wife.
Again, though, without consulting his wife, I feel like the wife was a sheep and didn't do anything in the situation. So that's my thoughts on that. But okay, I'll hear that. I'll hear that. But for me, cheating is cheating is cheating. If you're cheating, stop doing it.
Yes, of course. But there's a little bit more when you're in a marriage.
I feel like there are more consequences
Yes.
for cheating in marriage.
There's no more consequences. You have vowed. You made an oath to be with that person exclusively. I didn't make that oath when I'm dating you. We didn't make oaths or vows to be exclusive to one another. I am not condoning cheating in any way whatsoever. But I think it's different with married people.
Because you made a vow.
Yes.
So like, if like, are you saying because you made a vow under law or because you made a vow?
You made a vow.
So if like we're like coexisting and then I just say I'm only going to be with you, that's the same situation?
That's fair. But I don't think a lot of people have that conversation.
I know.
Honestly,
I know a lot of people that do have that conversation.
I know a lot of
we are
people don't
exclusive.
have that conversation to say that we are exclusive. They can say we're dating, but exclusivity.
I mean, isn't that the whole idea of,
What, dating?
yeah, it's an exclusivity thing. That's kind of, that's what it should be. And that's why for me,
not-
cheating is cheating is cheating is cheating.
No, that's
but
why
there are more
with,
consequences
with marriage,
with
what are
marriage.
the terms and conditions? In a dating situation, there's assumption. You assume. Am I lying?
If you see two people dating, you're not saying that they are not exclusive. That's not the first thing that comes into your mind.
I'm talking crap.
You like that is not. Don't even tell me that's the first thing. They're not exclusive. You don't see that. I mean, men go after married women. Men go after girls dating. Same WhatsApp group. Yeah. I'm just saying that's why for me cheating is the same across the board. But in marriage, the consequences are more. It hurts more. The repercussions are more. Maybe if
So
you have
then
kids
that
and you
means it's not. That means it's not the same.
No, cheating is the same. The consequences of cheating are different.
Yes, but yeah, the circumstances. That's what we're talking about. Cheating is bad, but cheating in a marriage is worse.
We digress. What was the question again?
The trashiest character.
All I want you to acknowledge is the fact that you're adding trash on him for things that I don't believe necessarily.
I'm not gonna acknowledge that.
As a psychologist. Talking about how your environment grows you up.
Yeah.
Talking about the whole men are trash thing where men help men to do the men things and then their mom's involved. We can talk about that a lot in South Africa. Men's parents don't get involved and don't say anything when things are... Those build up the man to think, me, I can do what I want.
Yes.
And
yes.
Okay.
Yes, I agree with that, of course.
All right.
What do you mean?
I'm just...
Cut this conversation.
I'm just...
Oh my gosh. Of course, that's what I mean.
Trashiest person, next one.
Yeah, so we just go through the characters. Dumi, we've already established she's trash.
There's nothing else you need to say. She's trash.
Beautifully awkward though. I love her clumsiness. She's hilarious in that.
Like one thing I will say about the series is one of the things where you have the situation with the main characters trying to kind of take a side route to solve a problem, whatever, and then you expect it to normally work. Nothing works.
Nothing.
Which I'm very
The
surprised
towels.
by. The towels. That was what I was thinking of. Where it's like, guys, nothing she tried to do worked.
Yeah.
It was the worst. When she had the towels and then you unrolled them and there's the hotel's logo on them. I'm like, bro, you got wrecked, man.
Yes.
Like,
okay, next character, the dude, her love interest. What do you think about him?
I feel like he was very bland as a character. He had.
But he was so sweet. What do you mean bland?
No. I'm not talking about his personality. I'm saying as a character through the series.
Yeah.
He was one thing. We knew what he was.
Yeah.
He maintained it. And I'm not saying it was a bad character. I'm saying he was a sweet guy. But I'm saying he was known as a man whore. He loved the chick. And those were the kind of his two things.
That's true.
He was there to show the ratchetness of the main chick.
But do you know who's also trash? The main chick's mom. Let's talk about that. She's actual trash.
But the scene in prison kind of redeems her. It's a redemption scene, don't you think?
Fair enough. But why are you treating me badly as your child because of your past sins and guilt?
I mean, again, talking into the black narrative, we have this whole thing about our parents being like, you've been given all the opportunities, you should turn out different to how I was. And the more that we turn out like you, the more angry you get. And I'm like, that's unfair. And we all acknowledge that. It's unfair. But it is reality. And that's why I love the prison scene, because she admitted it. How many black parents out there would admit it? How many?
Real talk.
How many would openly say, it's because... When do they, it's because I'm the parent. What kind of answer is that? She explained herself, which never happens.
This is true.
Never happens. And that's why I'm like, yes, she's trash. And I love the fact in the series, episode 1, episode 2, halfway to episode 3, you're thinking, this trash woman, man. And then that scene, they humanize her. Yes. So I'm not denying her trash. She's still trash, but she's human trash now. I'm just saying.
Okay, we'll go over these two quickly, like the bride and the groom.
No, you haven't given me your take on the mom. All you've done is agree with me.
No, I agree. There's nothing more I can add to that. Like, you made a good point about the fact that they humanized her at the end. She's trash. I mean, really, you made
I will say one thing I love about her is, though, because she's the solo mom, I mean, we all see that she has backbone, the way that she upheld the family, being the poorer side. Because let me tell you, in a situation where there's a poorer side and a richer side, there is power there. And for her to hold her own within that context where when they say the wedding is off and she has the humility to go back and be like, can we keep the wedding on? That's a power play there. Is. But she was still willing.
Also, the mom on the other side is also trash.
Well, we're getting there.
No, that's the next person.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Period.
She's playing the power card. Absolutely.
Right?
She's holding the fact that we're the richer side.
Yes.
We have the son, which is paying for the lobola.
Yes.
We are the ones which are, because we're covering the wedding.
Do you think she was redeemed at the end though by firstly softening up to her husband And then secondly, after that, planning the wedding for her son.
I don't, for two reasons. Number one, she softened up to her husband after her husband laid down the law. And we're getting to that because I love the husband. I love the husband. That. Number two, again, I will admit that it was good that she accepted what the other mom had to say. But again, we're talking about how that mom had the humility to come forward and be like, let's come here, let's talk, because this is about our children.
Yes.
And I love the fact that they had the common ground there to be like, we are trying our best with our children. I love the fact that she could acknowledge for herself that her sons hated her.
Yes.
You know, that sort of thing. But again, I feel like she only was redeemed because the other mom is awesome. So I feel like she didn't really have a redemption moment. She had an acceptance moment, not a redemption moment.
This is very true.
I'm still leaving her in her motherhood trash.
And then what's this about the dad that you like so much?
I commented on this, okay. So the dad is atypical in the sense that, should I say it this way? No, not necessarily. In my family, we are a matriarchal, so I'm Malawian. My specific tribe or my specific family, we are matriarchal, so the women, generally speaking, carry the parents in the relationship. That's just the way it is. And I felt that with this family, the mom was the head. But I love the dad, okay, for two reasons. First reason I love the dad, at the beginning, you think that he's this meek, weak, overshadowed all the time. He's a yes man. You feel like he's a yes man.
But not just the yes man, but that all he cares about is the media and the attention. And what about that aspect?
To be honest, I'd forgotten about that.
Right?
And there's his trash.
Like he was so about the TV crew, and I'm a minister of this, and I'm a what. He only got better after he laid down maybe not even after he laid down the law. It's when he went back to the mother, Dino's mother, and
they had that conversation.
Yes.
You're right. What I loved about him is not enough to redeem his character. So what I did want to say was that I like the fact that he gave space for the wife to be the head, but I did like the fact that in the family dynamics, when he did speak, there was
finality.
There was a finality in what he said. The mom came under that. And I really do think that does speak to the beauty of marriage, where, you know, this whole thing about, I mean, we have this conversation, and this could be a video in and of itself, talking about how the man is the head of the relationship. I like that display, because it's not necessarily that means that the man is leading the relationship all the time.
Everything, yeah.
And I know people will fight me on this. It's fine. But I like the fact that he gave the freedom for his wife to thrive, for his wife to be herself, for his wife to do the things. But when he saw that things were going south, when he saw that things, there was no coming together within the family, he put the foot down. And I feel that's where the real leadership comes in. And I love the fact that their family, in as much as it was broken and there were lots of issues, there was that whole, the father is the head of the family, we will obey. I loved even how his mother, the gran, she was just like, yeah, that's my boy. And then he's like, you too.
Yes, that was
He's like, don't think that you're out of this. Yeah. All of us are going to be on board now. We're doing the things now. Let's go. You know what I mean? I like that bringing together, the figure that could bring it together. Because there was no father inside of the poorer side, the mom had to do that in many ways, but her sisters helped big time. Big time, but yeah.
Cool, we've discussed the dad. Now the next character, the people getting married. I don't think they played a major role.
They were there to...
They were minor, but I do love them together as a couple. It was so believable.
It was cute.
It was so believable.
Was very cute.
I loved them as a couple together. I do think it was a little trash of him, though, to like cancel the entire wedding because he found out
No. I'm sorry.
Not to cancel the wedding. We can postpone it.
That's the same thing?
Oh.
Like, no.
But then telling someone you're pregnant is not, maybe for a woman, it's not an easy thing to do.
I understand that, but I was about to say, I love what he said. The reason he gave. A lot of the time, the super trash is to be like, I'm not ready, or, oh my gosh, you lied to me. No, he was so clear in his reasoning. He's like, me and you, sat down and had a discussion speaking about we're entering into this phase where we're now getting married. And we both agreed in this phase, we're now getting married. We're going to be
honest.
clear. There's no more of this secrets, all these extra things. No. We agreed on that. It's the non-binding agreement. We agreed. We talked about this. It's not like this is a surprise to you, which is why it's almost like you know why you're freaking out so much because you know about what you talked about. So I think there he had that standing. If it was a random thing to just be like, you're like, well, okay, that may, like, some people might be like, there's more reason to get married right now. Some people might say that, but he was like, it hurts me because we talked about this, exactly this. This is exactly what we said we're gonna leave behind from all those other ratchet people out there just dating and lying to each other. So I think he had the standing to do that because they talked about it. If it was just out of the blue, then yeah, I'd be like, bro, like, you were part of the deed. It's not like you were surprised that all of a sudden that she's pregnant. Y'all were doing the things in the bedroom. There were 2 people involved. But again, it was the conversation of communication. We talked about communicating. We talked about talking to each other openly. Why have you lied now?
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, we'll move on. We'll do like groups of people now. So the uncles. What are we thoughts? We already spoke about that in the previous episode.
We basically
we
did.
loved the uncles. They're so funny.
They were there for being the uncles.
Yes.
We all have those uncles.
Hilarious. They were so good. We've spoken about the drunkard dude and his wife. Still not very happy about that episode. The friends. What are your thoughts on the friends?
There was the one friend which was super useless and just was there for herself.
Yeah.
There for herself, making sure that she looks good, doesn't care about doing anything. The bride, the maid of honor, the one who should have been maid of honor, she was doing the most. She was the one that had to tell that other friend, get your ass in gear. Can you please make sure the bride is okay? And she's out there still trying to do her own makeup. Like, yo, for anybody who is in any bridal and or groomsmen party, your job is to make sure the main people, the people getting married, are good.
Period.
Can this be a public service announcement?
Period.
Can we just have PSA? Like, stop.
It's not about you.
Get over yourselves. Get over yourselves.
And this is
nothing
common.
to do with you. This is about them. And they chose you, which is the only thing that makes you special on the day. Have you noticed how this has something to do with the personal feeling that I'm having here? Like, we cannot be having people doing their own things. It is too much. It is too stressful. Stop caring about yourself.
Period.
Get your ass in gear. So that's what I have to say about
that.
that.
You can feel the passion. Period.
Don't be wastes of space, please.
Like, hello.
Don't make us regret inviting you to the wedding.
Are there any other? The white lady.
Finally.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
You could start this one.
Okay, so first of all, as we previously said, shout out to the casting crew. Y'all casted this lady spot on. The awkwardness.
Oh. She is freaking out every scene.
Constantly.
And you get it. She is a white person in a rich location, which is normally for the white people. Serving black people. And she does not know how to interact. And she's trying. And that's what makes it worse.
She's failing.
And but you feel so sorry for her. Because these black people aren't having it. But she's trying so hard.
She killed that character. Like, whoever that lady is, killed that character.
See, now that deserves a special mention.
No, yes, I agree.
Not okay, you have your reasons for your 10-second cameo. But I'm like, she deserves a special mention 100%. To be like, you did the most.
Absolute most.
You were phenomenal. You were phenomenal.
Incredible.
Your attempts, like the one that killed me was in the kitchen, I think, when you're trying to say black power. I was
Well,
just
she
like,
basically said that the pots do not give the aesthetic. And like, okay, so your aesthetic doesn't include black people. She's like, yes!
Oh,
I know.
and then she realizes what she said, and just you were amazing, amazing character.
Honestly.
Like the only white person really that gets screen time on this series, and she just killed that role.
Yeah.
You want her there all the time because she's phenomenal. She's so great.
So good.
Like,
Yeah, I know.
so great.
So good. I don't know. Is there anyone else we're leaving out?
The sisters or the mom maybe. The
The
one sister was a mess. The other sister was kind of just not.
I don't think she was a mess. I think the other sister that you're talking about, I think again it's that thing of having that older sister that's always in control.
You're right.
And being the youngest, you always have to.
You are very.
You
right.
know what I mean? So I don't
Yeah.
think she's a mess. I think she's just more relaxed. And the fact that the kids are always comfortable coming to her as the aunt, because she, in that scene that you like with the hand across all of them, she confesses that she's the one who gave Beauty the father's number. And she's like, think about it, why did they come to me and not you? You know, it's that thing of where I think she was just a normal aunt. The gay brother. I don't know if he's a cousin, or I think he's a cousin.
Oh yeah. Again, for me, his character was very two-dimensional. His story was just I feel that he was there to bring in the narrative of there are gay black people and how much that's difficult within a black context. So he fulfilled his role there, but as a character, meh. What he did though is he made the mom shine. So we did comment on this in the previous episode, where we said that what was beautiful about his story was the mom and the way she gave him space to come out, and how beautiful it was to be like, you're gay and you're black, but that's okay. And you're my son, but that's okay. Beautiful scene. Beautiful.
Yeah, anyway, thanks for joining me. We got through this, guys. Once again, amazing production, amazing casting, amazing character development, cinematography, soundtrack, just all amazing. Cannot wait for the second season. Chop chop, hurry it up. We need to see what it is that I'm forgetting his name, the love interest, what it is that he's hiding. I want to see a backstory of this couple with the drunken dude. I have to see that. Yeah, other than that, fantastic job. And yeah, guys, let us know who are your favorite characters, who you think is trash or not trash, and whether our conversation,
Who's more trash? The main character or the drunk guy?
Drunken husband.
Like, come on.
Who's more trash? Anyway, thanks again for watching. Leave a comment below. Make sure to like, share, do all the things. See you guys in the next episode. Bye.